Hey, y'all. Where did these glasses come from?
I'm in my studious era.
I see you being very studious. Hey, y'all. Happy Sunday. You look so cute in your glasses
Thank you.
with your hair to the side.
My studious era.
I love it.
Number one student on the planet, the entire planet, and some of the other planets too. It's a matter of fact.
Says who?
Hashtag don't start none, won't be none. Yeah.
Oh, a hot mess. So, guys, today we are here for another So Good Sunday. Today, Yolanda's holding up the goal, and the goal is to learn how to do double applique with glitter HTV.
It's gonna be
Okay,
great.
it's gonna be wonderful.
It's gonna be so great.
That's what we're gonna do. We are going to dive a little bit into chroma and embrilliance, just a little, to kind of show you how to set this up if you want to create your own double applique file. We're going to do that. And we're also going to show you how to cut out the SVG with a Cricut cutter or Romeo Juliet. If you have Embrilliant, how to turn that into an outline so that you can cut it out and save it as an SVG. So this is what we're going to be making. Let me make sure I turn it the right way. So we're just going to make something that just says XOXO because y'all know it's Love Day coming up soon. And this is what the double applique is. So the glitter background, you guys see the glitter background, that's the first application of the applique. And then the part on the inside where you have the little flowers, that is the second part of the applique. Okay, we're using glitter today, 2 pieces of glitter, but you can use fabric if you want. You can use 2 pieces of fabric, 1 piece of glitter, 1 piece of fabric like this. It just depends on what your mood is for that day. Right? So this is what we're going to be making. The design that we're using, it's linked below in the description. It is something that I created. It's on my website. I think it's like $5.99 if you want to get this, but it's different sizes. So this is the smallest size that it comes in, which is good for a 4x4 hoop. But we're going to be making one that's about 10 inches wide for a shirt.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. So, Yolanda, how's your day going so far?
Great. We got to church almost on time.
Okay. Did you made it for like praise and worship? Like, what do
Yeah.
you?
Yes. They had just finished baptism.
Oh,
It was
okay.
great.
It was great. Did all the kids make it this Sunday?
Well, they're here. Everybody's here.
Oh, oh, your coworkers there too?
Even my coworker.
Yes, yes. I love
Everybody's
it.
all here. So, great. It's been good. It's been good being with them just being home. It's been so good.
Oh,
It's been great. Milo has been acting crazy, but I think he's just been acting spoiled. You know, like when kids can't do something with mama, but
mm-hmm,
daddy is home, so they act a fool.
mm-hmm.
But you know, he's been acting crazy. He
Is
peed
that
on the floor yesterday. He never does that. He never ever does that. Good thing he was on the towel, but he doesn't do that. He just I'm telling you, he's just you know
so?
doing
His
the.
people are there now.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
he's
they
like,
think everything he does is cute. Now they didn't think that was cute because if he's doing that, they're cleaning that. I'm not cleaning that up because
mm-hmm.
he knows better than to do that. But yeah, I had
Oh,
it happened yesterday. Patrice, it was so good. I cried in the store. It was
huh?
so, I got to tell you what happened. It was so good. It
Hey,
was so, yes.
I can't wait
So
to hear that.
I bought the girls, both of them, a Kendra Scott necklace for Christmas, and the thing about it is that when I went to get the necklace, well, Morgan has a Kendra Scott necklace. The Kendra Scott is like the earrings that I always wear, but they have
Mm-hmm.
necklaces, right? So Morgan was the one who asked for a Kendra Scott necklace, but Madison always wears Morgan's necklace. So when I went to get Morgan's necklace, I bought Madison the same one that she always wears. That's Morgan's. And
Mhm.
so on Christmas Day, when I went to give them the necklace, only one necklace was in the bag. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I was searching everywhere. I was just thinking, like, where could I have put this necklace? Like, where, why would only one be in there? Like, because they were in two separate boxes. And I mean, I scoured. I was looking all over the truck, looking under the seats, everywhere, in all the cars, everywhere. I just couldn't find it. And I kept thinking I had to put it somewhere because where else would it be? Like it just can't be gone. Like even if somebody had stolen it from the car, they wouldn't have just taken one box. They would have taken the whole thing. So I was like so sad about it, but I was just like, Peter was just like, just let it go. She probably don't need it anyway. And I was like, that's not the point. The point is that I paid for it. And so yesterday I was like, I'm gonna just go back over there and see if, maybe she forgot to put the other one in the box, or maybe they can look at the cameras and see if, maybe I left it or I dropped it or something. And when I walked in, I asked, I was like, can I see the manager? And the manager was actually the lady who checked me out when I bought them the first time. And so I said, I'm going to get ready to ask you this is going to sound crazy. I know it is. I said, you might remember me, you might not. I said, but I bought, a necklace for my daughters and I had my receipts. And I said, and I can't find the brown one. And she said, um, let me go look. She said, I think we might have one. And I said, well, if you happen to find it, will you please check the camera and see if I left it here? She said, don't worry about it. I'll give it to you.
Oh my goodness.
He busted into tears in the
Oh.
and she was like, don't cry, you're gonna make me cry. And I could not keep my composure. I couldn't
Oh,
keep my composure. So I was like holding my face like this because I was just
that
in
is so
tears. And so another person who worked there went to, and it was the last one. It was the last one. And so she went and got it for me. And the other like associate, she was like, what's wrong? What happened? I was like, I can't explain it. I just can't explain it. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't even talk. So she went and got it and she wrapped it up and everything. And I think
Aw.
I sat for like 15 minutes and just cried. And then I was telling Peter about it, and he said, you never know where your blessings are going to come from. It was just
You
so, it was
you
so,
never know.
it was, I was full. Like, I didn't think she was going to say that. I thought she was going to say, we'll sell it to you at a discount, or there's nothing we can do. Never in a million years did I think she would say, I'll give it to you. She said, because, maybe I forgot to put it in the bag. Like, it could have, I was outdone. I wasn't expecting her to give it to me.
Wow.
So I was just so
Happened
grateful.
for a reason. Like everything happens for that was all supposed to happen.
I'm almost crying right now at the thought of it because it was just so good. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I'm telling you, I sat in the car for like 15 minutes and I just kept saying, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I just kept saying, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It was so
Wow.
good. It was so good. It was
And
so
you know
good.
what? All the good that you put out, it comes back to you. And even
And
though like something is you're not expecting the good to come back to you. And so when it comes
no,
to you, it's like overwhelming. It's like that. This is really, really good.
it was so good.
Wow.
And then she hugged me and then she started crying. I was like, I got to get out of here because it's not, I wasn't ready for this. It was all too much. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Mhm.
It was good. But anyway,
That was amazing. Thank you for sharing that story with us.
yes, for sure.
Oh, I could see you in there crying though. I could
I,
totally see you
I,
crying.
I, I don't, I just, I wasn't expecting it. And I just wasn't expecting it, and it happened so fast. It didn't happen fast, but it felt like it happened fast. And so when she was like, "Don't worry about it," I was like, and then it just floodgates.
That was it.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. And did she like it? Did she like her necklace?
Yeah, because it was Morgan was the one who originally asked for it. And the fact that, I was like, you just don't know how much I searched for this necklace because I felt bad giving Madison one, and she wasn't even the one who asked for one, And I was trying to do something good for them, like you want your kids' Christmas to be special. And Morgan was the one who asked for the necklace in the first place. It wasn't even Madison. It wasn't even Madison who asked for it. It was Morgan. So the fact that I lost hers, it bothered me.
Aww. What a wonderful story to share, Delonda.
I'm very happy about that.
Good. Everything happened. Everything worked out beautifully for everybody. You too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Because I didn't have to buy another one. Even though I was willing to, I was willing to buy another one. Yeah. But the fact that she didn't even question it. She gave it to me, and I was done.
Mm-hmm. That's good customer service too, though.
Yes. But I have bought a lot of earrings from that. I ain't even gonna lie.
No.
Baby girl got every color except turquoise, but don't worry about it. We're working on it.
We know.
We're working on it. I gotta get a turquoise shirt first because I don't have anything turquoise. But don't worry about it. Patrice, I bought you something. I didn't even tell you.
No.
I did. I'm not even joking. I bought this because I saw it and I was like, Patrice might like this. But now I can ask you. I saw this and I thought about you.
Oh, you know I love that.
Isn't that so cute?
You know I love that.
I bought that and I bought this for you. Oh, it's the same thing, but look.
Oh, with the two pumpkins. Oh,
but I bought this for myself.
Oh, I knew that was gonna be red. Oh,
and I bought for my. Well, I'm gonna make something for him, but I bought this for myself. Isn't it so cute?
That is so cute. And that's glitter.
It's it has some glitter on the edge. Yeah.
For the fun. Girl, that's cute. I like that. That's cute.
Isn't it so cute? We have like a little ribbon store down the street from me. Mm-hmm. But I saw this, and I'm like, this is Patrice.
It is. Thank you. Girl, I'm gonna be in my fall vibes all year with that.
I'm gonna send it out tomorrow. I'm gonna have Peter send it out.
Teal is my color. I love teal. Oh, duh. All right. So right here. Thank you, Delonda, for my ribbon. I can't wait to use it. I will be using it all year, just so you know.
For sure.
And guys, we're gonna get ready to get started. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Delonda got things to do.
Got things to do.
All right. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to head inside of Ricoma. Okay.
I'm going to follow along with you as you go.
Okay. So this is the file that we're going to be making today. As you guys see over here on the right, this is the layers panel, but it's called Sequence in Ricoma. And this is just showing everything that's going to be stitched in the different colors. So if you have any type of embroidery software, when we go into Embrilliance, you will also see a sequence or layer panel there as well. And these are just your color stops, or the stops that your machine will make when it needs to change thread. All right, so we're going to go into a new design. I'm just going to show you guys very basic how to set something like this up. I'm going to go to File, and we're going to merge it in. I'm not going to use a lot of the Luxe features because I know a lot of you guys don't have Ricoma Luxe. Some of you guys have Ricoma Inspire, especially if you recently purchased a machine. You're going to generally get Ricoma Inspire with it unless you upgrade it. Okay. And now with it being with a subscription, I don't know how many people, are going to be using the Luxe. I don't have a subscription. I just want to put that out there. I don't have a subscription for Ricoma. Delonda doesn't have a subscription for Ricoma. We have the software that used to come with the machine. So, well, it was an upgrade at that time, but you used to get a software that was supposed to be for the lifetime of whenever, however long you want to keep it. Now they no longer have that option if you get this software. You have to go with the subscription. Okay, so if we were to change to a subscription, we would forfeit the software or anything. We don't get the upgrades any longer. So if there's any updates that are done inside of a Chroma Lux, you don't get them if you have the software. All right, so we're just gonna go here. The first thing you have to know when you're doing applique is that you're going to create a placement stitch and a tack down stitch. And those stitches are so that you'll know exactly where to place your fabric, and then it'll tack down your fabric, okay, once you do it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create a run stitch around the outline of the pink part of the design. This design is 2 parts. It's a pink part and a black part. We are going to go to, we can move this out. I'm just gonna undo. I'm gonna turn this one off so that we can just work with this. And to turn off that layer or the black part, all I did was click onto the little eye over here in the sequence panel, just so that we don't have to look at it. So we're gonna head over to the left and we're going to select the run stitch option. And this is where we're just going to plot the path. Now, when you're doing a run stitch, it's just a straight line. We're just going to trace these outer edges. That's all we're doing. So I'm just going to go here. We're going to start. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I don't have my mouse, so we're going to be kind of going in. So I'm just going to go here. And as I'm going, I'm just placing little dots. If you guys see there, there's two blue dots there. Those are the points. Okay. And so here I have a little curve here, so I can start to curve. And to curve it, I'm just going to hold down my command key. And when you hold, and I'm working on a Apple. On a PC, is it the Alt key, Delonda, on the PC?
Control.
So on your PC, when you want to create a curved line, you're going to click onto Control, and then you're going to plot. On the MacBook, it's Command. Okay, so if I move out of the way, you see how our square turned into a circle? That's just letting us know that that line is now curved. Okay, and so I'm going to do another curve here, another one here, and then I'm just going to go straight, and then we're going to kind of go here. And then I'm just doing a straight line, but I could honestly do curved there too. So I'm putting a lot of points here, but honestly, you don't really have to have so many points. If you keep going over, like you see how I'm just going, eventually that will all go how I want it to go. I promise, guys, it's not going to take us long. I'm not going to do the whole thing. All right, so we're just going to keep plotting. But if you notice, I don't have to do so many points so close together. Because eventually, as you start shaping, it'll automatically, you see, I don't know if you guys saw that, but at first when I put this here, it kind of had the curved line out a little bit farther. But once I plotted this point, it kind of brought it all together. So it begins to shape for you, okay? So you don't have to, this is super close, but if you notice here, that's definitely less work, okay? We're gonna go back to finish plotting. And then I'm just creating because that's a sharp corner, I did a straight line right there. All right, let's keep going. And this is gonna be your run stitch. This is going to be your run stitch. So this is going to be your first placement stitch. Oh, I'm going to go that way. Okay. All right, we're back home. All right, that's as good as we're going to get it. Okay, well, you can get it better than that, but I've just started rushing after a while. All right, so if you need to change anything with your lines, I went over onto the left and I clicked onto the shape panel. Sometimes this is kind of like if you're used to designing in other graphic designing softwares, this would kind of be like your edit points. So we're just gonna go here and we can clean it up a little bit.
I have a question too.
Uh-huh.
So for that inside part right there in between the X and the O, would you do branching or would you start another stitch?
I'll just start another stitch. All right, so here you guys see how this was out here. I'm just grabbing this and I'm just bringing it in closer so that it can actually form to the shape that we wanted. But if I start moving here, it starts to move. So I need to move that point. So this is more so like if you need to like really shape it better, this is when you would use these. Sometimes you can get away with just moving the line over, but sometimes you have to move your point. You see how that point needs to be moved. If you want to get it really clean. And then you also have these nodes here that will lift it up as opposed to you moving it around. But it just takes a little bit of practice for you to start doing that. Once I just click out, you guys saw that line moved. So now it's shaped better. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I just want to show you guys like how to get the outline. But there's room for improvement here, even here. So if I click here, let's see, I got to go back and click onto the shape panel. Let me just move it.
I'm so terrible at that.
If once you start practicing more, girl, you're going to be great at it.
And then how do you remove some of those lines, those points?
Like, so let's say you want to move this one.
Not move it, remove it.
You delete it?
Yeah.
So you go delete the point, and then there you go. You deleted it, and now you're just going to move that up.
How do you know when it's too many or not enough?
A lot of times there's too many points. You can go ahead and you see how that didn't change. You see me removing that one point, that didn't change anything. Yeah. It just kind of, I just had to do it a little bit, but you don't really need all of those points.
Okay.
I get happy. Like I like to point. I will sit here and go point dot. You don't have to do that. Like this one point here, you see how that's it's following the path.
Yeah.
You don't have to do so many. You can delete them. Let's say we could delete that one too. Let me make it bigger.
So sometimes I don't see the option to delete the point. It'll give the option to add, but not. I don't always see the option to delete it. I don't always do. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not clicking the right thing.
These are very funny. So you have to literally like click onto it and then click it, because if not, let's see if I click right here. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have my mouse today with me. It's gonna, nope. I just had it. Because when I did it the first time, it didn't give me that option to delete. No. This is the only thing working with the Mac and not your
You see, I don't know how you work without a mouse.
The mouse pad, it jumps. So you guys see how I clicked close by that point and my drop down menu is different. It didn't give me the option to update it. So you literally have to click onto the actual point that you want to delete. Now I click very close to it, and it doesn't allow me to do it because I'm not actually clicking onto that point. So you have to literally click onto the point. If I could click it, let's see. Nope. Yeah, Patrice. There you go. All right. So I clicked onto that one, but you see how it changed. Now I have the option to delete the point. So if you click onto the line and not a point, it's not going to give you the option to delete it, but you have to actually click onto that point. All right. So this is the outline. I just need to do another outline in the center here for the opening, because if I don't, it's not going to give me it's just going to stitch all around the image. So let's go ahead and let's go back to our run feature, and we're just going to create another path here. And this is important because
see down there at the bottom where it says input, run, branch, close. You see that at the bottom under the numbers, under the colors?
Mm-hmm.
When would you use a branch?
I don't really use branches much because generally a branch will create an extra line for me. And so I don't usually do it. Like it'll create an extra jump here. So I don't, it's rare that I ever use a branch.
Okay.
Like I'll do the outline and then I'll go here and then do, you know, do the other parts, this as a part of the outline, but I won't, like, rarely ever. There is a way, like sometimes, like if you auto digitize, it'll create a branch and you got to remove because it'll create like a lot of extra jumps.
Yeah.
And I just want it to be trimmed. All right, so now I'm going to go back to the run and we're going to just do another one here. And I'm sorry, y'all, I cannot see the chat.
I can't. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on.
Okay. All right, and then I'm going to go here. You see that I just created another. Let me click out.
Okay, let's see what they're saying. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Sharon Davenport said, does it matter how close or far you put the points from each other? And then Monique said, well, you want to answer that first?
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as it's going into the shape that you want it to, it's fine.
Okay. And Monique Cole said, Patrice, is that something you have to do whenever you purchase an embroidery file? Monique, no. Whenever you purchase a file, this is already done. Yeah. And the link to this file is below the video already. Let me see if I can copy it.
Let's it up.
Oh, Kristen says she's a non-embroidery machine viewer. She said it's complicated. And then Unbiased was letting Sharon Davenport know that you don't want to have a lot of points.
Yeah.
Hi, Rosetta. Hi, Mylene. Hi, everybody. Hey, Zelda. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Cicely. Spill and Diversity. Gail Design. Shay. Porgy. Jesse. Blue Emerald. Our Lovelanders. They're talking about your Pink Vista. Mylene, only one West here. Get your thoughts together. Only one of us went to the West. Okay, let's be clear. Cheryl Green said that she has the same pumpkin ribbon.
It's so cute.
Brian Babs, my brother. Diane Wilson, thank you. I'm just moving up. Royati, thank you. Oh, Robert, I was a mess yesterday. Oh gosh, I was walking slow to the car. Oh my gosh. Thank you, now. Oh. All right, let me scroll down. Let's see. Okay, so what I do notice is that there are 137 people watching and 56 likes. No, Mylene, she can only have the visitors portion. Okay, she's a visitor.
For what? Not from
the West. This is from the West. Okay, let's not even tell the people live.
She even listening to you.
Patrice, she did create this file. Patrice created this file. I'm over here reading. Don't you see me in my reading era? I'm in my student era. I have my glasses right here. I even wore them to church. Morgan was like, "You need to get up." She's like, "Why don't you wear your glasses?" I'm like, "Because I keep losing them." She said, "You need to get a rope." First of all, I'm not wearing a rope. And I'm not wearing a chain either. Now you got an embroidery machine?
What now says she's embroidering?
She said, let me pull out my machine. Hi, Cynthia Killen.
This is not good. I might be better. Okay, that's better. All right. So we have our outline and we have the inner parts done. Okay. Trust me, there's a lot of room for improvement here, like to clean up these lines. You definitely want to have nice, clean lines, but we're not worried about that right now today. All right, so now
let me say something real quick, Patrice. For everybody who's saying that this looks complicated, this is not something that you need to know right away. This is not something that you're not going to need to know this. Like, for the most part, when you first get started with embroidery, you're probably going to be downloading files from Creative Fabrica or purchasing them from Etsy. You're not going to need to know how to design. Patrice is only showing you this because we wanted to continue to teach more than just how to put the thread on the fabric. So this is just going deeper into creating and learning. It's not, you don't have to know this, but she's just showing you in case you do want to know it.
Yeah. In case you want to create your own things, like this is what you would do. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like when we're done. But for now, this is what I made this SVG. I'll show you guys from the beginning. So I made this SVG inside of Adobe Illustrator. This is what I made. You can do something like this inside of Chroma. You can make the file up inside of Chroma, but I just feel more comfortable making it in Adobe Illustrator. I also made a version of it inside of Silhouette Studio.
You better be having rhinestones. I see them.
You know, I can't help but to turn things into rhinestones. But you can make this inside of Silhouette Studio also. Guess where else you can make it inside of? You can also make it inside of Leonardo as well. You can create these files. You don't have to necessarily create them inside of Chroma or your embroidery software. You can make it in other places. And so I made it, saved it as an SVG, and then uploaded it inside of Chroma. Okay. Now I'm just showing you the process of turning that SVG into a digitized file, because if you are getting into embroidery, you need to know that you can't just take a regular SVG and upload it onto your machine, and stitch it out. It has to be digitized. So Delonda already told you guys, you can get these from Creative Fabrica. If you want to get something custom made, there's tons of companies that will customize or digitize a custom logo or anything that you want. Okay, and then you don't have to worry about this. But some of y'all be having a lot of questions.
And think of it like this: if you are working in Cricut Design Space, you can't just upload a PDF and say you're ready to cut vinyl. You have to be able to change the file so that you can use it. And so what she's doing is showing you how to change the file to use it with embroidery. There's no other way for me to put it.
No.
Every software or every machine has a specific type of file that is going to use. So for embroidery, you have to have the file digitized.
Yes. Thank you, Delonda. So we actually already have the first part of our design done, which is the placement stitch, but we also have the second part done too. It's just not here yet. So if I turn this off, so I'm going to remove let me go back to my select tool. We're going to remove. So now that is our outline. Okay, that's what's going to stitch. That's the background of what we're going to be doing. So if you guys look here, that is just one line going around in the center of the O's too. Okay, so we have this. This is our placement stitch. But when you're doing applique, you also need to create a tack down stitch, and that's what's going to tack down the material. Okay, so this is just a placement, so you'll know exactly where to place that material. This is useful because then you won't waste a lot of your material just randomly placing a large piece of material on the entire hoop. That's just wasting material. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I have all of this done. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to, before I do that, let me show you guys how this looks. So let's go ahead and let's do a playback, a drawback of this, so you guys can see what's going to happen. So this is showing me exactly how this is going to stitch. I do recommend doing this as you go through each part of your design because it can be a headache doing it afterwards. But this is showing you exactly how it's going to do. And you guys, can you guys tell what it's doing? It's following the path of how I planted, how I placed the points. This is the exact path that I used to place the points. So if we look back, remember I started over here. Let me go back. And it's just going in that same order that I went. Okay. So when you're doing it freehand yourself, you can tell the machine where to go. All right. So let's get out of here. And we're going to just click onto here. I am going to right click. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste. When you do copy and paste inside of Ricoma, it just copies it and pastes it right on top of whatever you do copy and paste, okay? I want that because generally with your tack down and your placement stitch, you generally want it to be in the same place. Now, I do think like with the tack down, sometimes you may want to have it just a little bit, not exactly over, but maybe like just maybe a little slight inset if depending, but for today, we're going to keep it just like this, okay? So you're going to keep it here. I'm going to change the color because right now it's just telling me that this is all going to be blue. I'm not clicking out of here. I'm leaving this just like this. I'm going to go ahead and turn that yellow. So now we have our first two stops. We have our first stop, which is going to be our placement stitch. And then this is going to be the tack down stitch, which is going to tack the material down for us. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring this back up. I'm not going to create a full satin stitch because it's just going to take me a lot of time to do a satin stitch, but I am going to show you guys how to do a satin stitch. With a satin stitch, you're going to create columns. Okay. And I'm going to go to classic satin stitch because I think that is the only satin stitch that is available inside of Inspire. Okay. So with classic, what I would suggest is that if you have a design and you know that you're going to be doing a satin stitch or a satin border around it, I would go ahead and create that satin look. Like I would go ahead and just maybe inside of Silhouette or Chrome or Adobe, I would just go ahead and create like a breaking point. Let me show you. So let's say I know right here I want to create a satin stitch. I would go here, I would go create a path. This is just me creating an offset. Okay, so we're going to do an offset path. I would go ahead and you guys see how that created that little offset there for me right there. I would go ahead and let's say I wanted it to be a little bit thicker. I would go ahead and create that. And let's say I'm going to change that color to black there. So that way I would have a path to go on when I'm inside of Ricoma. So then I would just, my points would just be here, 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 like that. That's how I would create the satin column. Okay. But because I didn't do that for this one, I'm going to show you guys how we would do it freehand. So here we go. We're going to go to, we're already here. This is the classic satin option for us to create the path there. I'm going to start by placing my point. So remember, we're doing columns. So I'm going to click one point here, and then I'm going to go over to the right and click there. Now, if you look at the bottom where it says Input Classic Satin, you see where it says In Branch, see Close, Enter R, click Done. Those are just your shortcuts. Next to it, it says the width. Your width is a 0.22. That's where, but if I go, if I move to the left, it decreases. If I go further out, it increases. This is how, if you have, if you don't have how I showed you guys in Adobe, where I created that offset that would help me plot. This is where you could use, you could use this and you could say, okay, well, I know that I'm not going to go farther than 21. So let's say if I'm going to stop here, I know 21 there. I'm going to go back over here. And then I'm going to go and stop at 21 again. But the way you create your satin stitch, you have to create it by making these columns.
And I'm terrible at that too.
You're not terrible at it.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Then if you go here, and then that's how, and I'm going really close, but you don't have to go as close as I was going, okay? So once I do here, so I'm just going to stop at 21 again. And then now I have my satin column. If I go to realistic view, you'll see it a little bit better. Okay. You don't want to go too far. I think 0.80 is too large because then it'll start to distort your satin column and it won't look right. Okay. It can't be too thick. So this is a satin column that we have now. This is another case where you can go back in and you can clean this up. Okay. You can clean this up if you need to. The same way we cleaned up the other run stitch, you can clean this up as well. All right. So when I hit the corner here, what I'm going to do is, let's say we're not going to do a full satin column. But let's say we're here, I want to just kind of go over and start going the other way. So what I'll do is I'll start right here to create like an overlap. And I know that that's there just so that we don't get any breaks in the satin column. So I'm just really creating my own corner here. And then I'm going to show you, if you have chroma, I'll show you like you don't have to do this. So I had Inspire for a very long time and I had to do a lot of this stuff manually because I had Inspire. All right. So now that's what we have. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is, and we didn't have to do that break there. Like we could have literally just kept going with this first column, but sometimes the breaks are needed. Okay. So we have this here. What else do I want to show you guys? Because
but see, that's what I'm saying. Like right there, couldn't you have used, like if you delete that and go back to the end of the first satin stitch to continue that and not have that break, couldn't you do branching so that it doesn't stop, it'll continue?
So if you don't continue, you can, or you could just keep going. Like you don't necessarily have to stop. Like I just stopped there to show them the finished satin look.
Yeah.
You can keep going if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not use branching much. Like I don't.
I've been playing around with that because I've just been practicing with just different letters to see like the best way to do a satin stitch on capital letters, because I'm not good at it, and the only way to get good is to practice. But I just find it hard. I just find it hard to, I don't know.
So if let's say, so this is, let me show this really quick. So if you're doing your satin stitch, we're going from left to right, and then you're going to go up and then right, and then up and then right. Like you literally have to go in that order. No matter which direction you're going, you have to go in that order. If you go in, let's say if you go here and then you try to do like, well, you can go that way too. That's going to work. I'm trying to figure out a way that it's not going to work for you. Let's see. Okay, so let's say if you
would have went straight first.
Hold on, let me go back, because that's fine too. Hold on. Okay, tell me which direction.
So you know how normally if you start there and then yeah, like go now try to go across and then yeah, it's gonna be a mess. Yeah.
Okay. But that still looks
It looks like it'll be okay, but see.
no. Yeah, no. So you literally have to go in order to do it. Like I don't even know how not to go in order no more doing it because I
I
used to
don't know
mess
how
up.
to go in order. You I don't know how to go in order.
I used to mess up so bad. I did. All right. So now that I have that part, so you can go ahead if depending on how you like to set your things up. I kind of like to do my tack downs and all of that stuff all up front and then let the machine stitch everything else out, like the satin stitches around it. So let's say if I add the inside back, the way I would set this up is that I already have the placement stitch for the outline. I have the tack down stitch already for the outline, right? So I'm good with that. I would then move to the placement stitch for the inside letters and the tack down stitch for the inside letters. I wouldn't even go to the satin stitch just yet. Okay. So then I would go here. I would go back to my run stitch. And then we would just start plotting even more here. And I'm just going to run through this one real quick. And here, you want to make sure, I know my lines are not good, but we're just going to go here. So I'm going to go in order of how I want, and this is really because I'm using all straight, all curved lines. All right, so that looks kind of decent. Hold on. It don't look decent at all. All right. So you can change the what you did you guys see like I click onto here onto the point and you can change your line to you can change that curve to a line, a cuss, smooth or symmetrical. So I just changed that other one to line to kind of straighten it out for me so it wouldn't be a curved line. And then I would probably just move this over just a little bit. So that's what so then I would move over here to the O. And I think I'm going to change that color, but not right now. So let's say we're going to go do another run stitch. We're going to do our O. And then, all right, you see I put 1 point there, 1 point there. All you have to do at that point is just move it out. You see, it didn't take a lot of points. I do a lot of points. That's it's a habit for me, but you don't have to. You guys saw it's 1 point here, 1 point there, and that took up that whole curve. And you can just move it out how you need to move it out so that it can go exactly, you know, you can still move that a little bit more, but because I know the point may be a trigger for some of us.
Correct.
Huh?
Correct.
I do a lot of points. All right. All right. So the same thing we would do. So we're going to pretend we did these bottom two because we're going to get ready to start stitching. All right. So this is now another, this is the placement stitch. The next thing you're going to do is the same thing we did for the outline in the back. We're going to go ahead. We're just going to do, let's change this color though. Let's change it to like this yellow. We're going to change this one to that yellow too. And they'll all be together. But if you guys look here, this is your order. So it tells you exactly what order your things is going to stitch in. What color is this? I think that's a different color. Yeah, it's a different color. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click over here for everything. We're going to copy and paste. And that's going to paste right on top as well. And we're going to change that color to purple. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove that so you guys can see what we have. I know it doesn't look all pretty, but it's fine. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the playback so you can see how that's going to be. So the first thing it's going to stitch out is that placement stitch for the background. After it's done with the placement stitch, we're then going to stitch out the tack down stitch. Okay. Now it's doing the tack down stitch, and that's tacking your material down. So whenever you get an image from someplace, do your playback. Now it's doing the placement stitch for those letters on the inside. And now it's going to do the tack down stitch, tacking that material down on the inside. Okay, so then now we have that done. The next thing you're going to do is we are going to create the satin stitch, which I already showed you guys how to create that satin stitch around the outline. You would literally do the same thing for the inside. The only thing that I will tell you is that when you're creating your satin stitch, and then we're going to get ready to start, I'm going to show you guys the file, the actual file that I'm going to be using. But when you're doing your satin stitch, you want to kind of go a little bit beyond that run stitch. And I did not say that the first time. So when you're doing it, I'm going to create it one more time. Let me make it a little bit bigger so we could see it. All right, so I'm clicking onto the classic. You see where we have this line right here, the yellow line. I know it's not straight, but we're not going for perfection today. Okay. You don't want to start it. You don't want to start your satin stitch on that line. Okay. Because what will happen is that you will get, when it's time to stitch it on your machine, we will see that line there. And what happens is that sometimes you use different colors. So if you, let's say you used a black line here, and then for your satin stitch, you're going to use pink, guess what's going to be seen? That black line. So you want to make sure you cover it. Okay. And by that, I mean, you're going to go back here. This is if you're doing this freehand. If you're going here, you're going to go and you're going to go over that line. Okay. Because you don't want to get it. Okay. This is also helpful if you're using material, a fabric. This will help to make sure, let's say if cutting is not your thing, right? And you can't get really close to that tack down line because you're going to have to cut your fabric. Guess what? This will help reduce any fabric from peeping underneath your satin stitch because you don't really want that. And you're just going to keep going until you get here. And then you can just keep going like that. And you just keep going. You just follow your outline, but you make sure you cover your run stitches, okay? And you're gonna click there, and then now you can go in and you can clean this up. But just so like when you're doing, these are angle lines. We haven't seen these before yet because we're only doing run stitches, but these are angle lines. Okay, and so your angle lines actually hide your points. So if I move this angle line here, that's hiding that point that I have. But what happens is that these angle lines, the way that you place your points, that's the direction that your thread is going to stitch. So you see how I moved this angle line to go in that direction? You guys see how that thread changed? Now it's going in that. I'm going to undo it. So before everything was going, that's how I was placing it. But you can go in and you can change your angle line. So another place where you could change your angle lines would be like in, if you get here, like this little corner here, you can change your angle line. Let's say you want it to be a little more, let's say you want to lift it up a little bit more, slant it downward or however. And it just changes it. Very subtle. That wasn't a big change. But here you can move. You see when I move that blue point, it moves it in. And then you would kind of do the same thing here. Like you can move that in. Let's say you're going to move that angle line back down just to make it a little more clean. You guys see how that changed it? So you would now do that for your outer shell, and then you would also do it for your letters. Does anybody have any questions, concerns? Everything's okay. Hopefully you guys are understanding this part and how appliques work. All right, Delon, are we looking okay?
Looking great.
All right, so we're done with this part. I'm not gonna keep digitizing.
Look.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
They made this for me. I just wanted to try it on.
Oh, that's Morgan. She got her hair done. Okay, hair.
I see it. She had to flip it over so we could see. Oh, okay.
Show your necklace.
So, Morgan, am I going to have to wear my breast cancer awareness things for Valentine's?
Is she going to have to wear her breast cancer earrings for Valentine's? She going to make you a pair.
Oh, girl, yes. Because I already took them out. I'm like, okay, let me see. I don't know how pink she's going to be feeling. I know she's always feeling pinkish.
She going to show you the necklace.
Exclusive queens.
She said you are her exclusive queen.
I better be exclusive. I mean, wait, I got to see these.
Oh, this is mine.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait, what am I showing?
That necklace, that was from Kendra Scott. So that was the one that the lady replaced.
That's a nice one.
It's nice. I was so happy about it.
Oh, and she loves it.
It's a little for me, but never.
All right, yo, everybody said hi, Morgan. Tell her everybody was saying hi.
Everybody was saying hi to you, Morgan.
And they said that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, it is beautiful. Ooh, that was a nice necklace, Delonda.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're all done with this part. I'm not even, this is just for us to, I just wanted to kind of show you guys. Because I think the other time we were on, somebody asked about, oh, who got a purse too?
I did.
Morgan, girl.
Santa.
I love it. I love it. Why are you over here shaking your head? We love it. Why are you shaking your head?
They something else.
We're going to dash.
Who is they?
Be very careful.
Your children? No.
Madison?
I like their mother.
See?
She don't have to.
Madison does not like to say hi to us. Madison's like, I do not have time.
Say hi, sis.
Hi.
Oh.
Hey, Madison.
She's not shy. I don't know why she's acting shy.
She's not shy, Morgan.
No, she acts just like me.
No.
Mom said that's not true. That's not true, Jordan.
She's not. She's just more introverted.
I totally understand. I totally
she's
get
introvert.
it. Totally get it. They just look alike.
They just look alike. That's it.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something in Chroma with Lux, and then we're gonna move on to embroidering. So with Lux, there's so many different features that you have access to. I'm not doing it for Lux, but there's so many different features you have access to. So let's say if I click onto this background, I only have the background selected. Y'all see the pink. If I right click and go convert, I can convert this to applique. And it's literally applique. So if this opened up this other panel here at the top, And then I can change the width of the applique. So if I want to make this 5 millimeters, it'll thicken it up. The applique density is set at 0.40. You can reduce that to 0.30 if you want. Even though 0.40 would be fine here. You can change the corner type. I think I've showed this before. You can do lap instead of bevel. We'll see how that changed. And then you can also do right here.
I didn't see what changed. What changed?
So let me go back. So you see, look in the corners, like look in the center of the outline. So if I do bevel, you see how it just kind of capped it off?
No.
Right
I don't
here.
see any change at all. Let me look.
So look right here. Okay. See where I'm going? Right here and right here.
Yeah.
So if I click, and it's just for the corner. So if I click lapped, you see it added.
Okay.
And then we'll do bevel.
That bevel is cute.
Yeah, I like the bevel better. And then if you have placement line, this will create your placement line for you. So your tack down can either be a run, which the run is just a stitch, a straight stitch around, or you can do a zigzag stitch. And I do recommend zigzag stitches when you have like fabric, when you're cutting it with your machine. So let's say if you're going to cut it with a cutter, a Cricut, or whatever type of vinyl cutter you may cut with. I do prefer that because that will help it to actually stay down. When you have a regular run stitch, sometimes it doesn't tack it down good for you. So I do like the zigzag for that. And then here I have changed colors because I wanted to change colors because I want it to stop for me so that I could go ahead and do whatever I need to do. If you don't change colors, it's not going to do the color stop for you. All right, so that's pretty much what you could do with the Luxe version of Chroma. And then if I click here, I can go get me a tackle twill.
Come on, tackle twill, TT.
We have tackle twill, and y'all see how the tackle twill looks a little bit different. Y'all see that's the tackle twill. Very cute. You can change the width, the applique width for this too. Let's say we put it at a 3. And then you can also change the density of it. So if we did like a point, let's say we did a 2-point density, it just kind of, I'm going to make it bigger. You guys see, it kind of reduces it. The spacing. I
don't like that.
0.2. And that just kind of, you just play around with it. Like you just do, you play around with it. So once you're done with that, let's say like I would go here, you could go here, and you could do the same thing. So literally go convert. And you can create whatever type of stitch you want to create there. So let's say we're doing double applique, then that would just go ahead and make it applique like that. Let's say and then you would do the same thing. Let's say if I click change colors. The other thing, you can always go back to it and you can always adjust it and change whatever you want. It doesn't always have to be the exact same. What else? So let's say when you open it up, this just looks like one thing, right? It's just one function here underneath there, but you can actually break that apart. So let's say if let's break up path. If I did break up path, it broke up all the different parts. So now the run stitch, the placement stitch is separate, and also the tack down stitch is separate. So there's different things you can do if you need to make any other changes with this. So that's the one thing that I do like about Luxe. Like you got so many cheat sheets, cheat codes here that you could, but without Luxe, you literally have to do the placements. The same thing like if you're in Brilliant. So this is showing like if you have other software, other things that you could do as well. Okay. Another thing that you can't do with Inspire, I don't think, is save as artwork. So let's say we want to take this and we want to open this up inside of
Cricut
Design Space. We're going to, let's say I'm going to make a copy of this. So remember before I showed you copy and paste just literally pastes it right on top of the other one that you copied from. If you click duplicate and you click duplicate, you have to click onto the side. Okay, so now this just duplicated the run stitch for us. That looks like that's the run stitch. Let me move this over. So now that we have this duplicated, especially if you don't create your own files, if you got something like this from someplace, and because for the most part, people don't always include the cut file with the designs. This is what you would do. So with Luxe, You right click, convert to artwork, and now that's our cut file. That's with Lux. With Inspire, I don't think you have the option in Inspire to convert to artwork.
No.
So that's the like, you would just have to probably, what you would do is you would go, let's say if you have Inspire, it can be done. All you have to do is the way that we created that run stitch, like you would just have to trace it to create your own outline at that point, as opposed to doing this.
If I do it, you better not want it.
So that's what you would do. So this is the file that we're going to be using. I already have it. I think I have it already uploaded, and these are the different color stops that we have. So I'll play it so you guys could see how that's going to look. So let's go.
I need to decide what color glitter vinyl I'm using.
I'm going to do pink and gold.
Did I tell you Aviva sells brown, I don't know if I told you, brown sweatshirts now? They used to only sell brown hoodies. Now they have the sweatshirts. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, no, you didn't tell me.
I think I told Morgan because she loves brown and pink.
Pink, that's really pretty. Brown and pink looks really good together. Looks really good together. Simply using the scan and cut from Embroidery. Okay. So anytime you get a design, it is always good to do this so that you can know exactly how it's going to stitch out. And it will help say, like, you won't mess up your projects if you do something like this, because you will be able to tell. And so here it just tells you all the different color changes that it's going to make too. I'm going to speed this up some. But you see now it's doing the inside. So I know it's going to do that part, and then it's going to go ahead and then it's going to do the satin stitch around the outside. And then that's it. All right. So let's head to Embroidery really quickly. I'm going to show you guys
While you're
here.
doing this, because I don't have Embroidery. While you're doing this, I'm going to be putting my brackets on. Perfect.
Because this is only going to take a second. So we're going to I'm just showing you guys, bringing the file that we're using, how to create, how I showed you guys how easy it is to create the cut file. We're just going to do that in Embroidery. So I'm going to head to file. We're going to merge in our design. Hold on, let me just open it up. Where is it? Which one do I want to do, y'all? Let's do this one. Where it is. So I'm going to open up the DST in here too. So there we have, this is the file, right? So we want to create the SVG version. So we need to create an outline. So let's say I'm going to click onto the outline here. Let's see, we want to click onto, let's do an outline of, I want this one. At first, I don't want an outline of the satin stitch, because then it will try to give me that outline of the edge of it, and I don't want that. Remember, you don't want your run stitches to be seen. So then I'm just going to head over here to create an outline. Here it is. Create an outline from stitches on the page. And once I do that, we have a separate outline that was created, and then you can go ahead and then you can save it. It's here. We're going to go up to File, and then we're going to click Save, Export Outlines. Now we have our exported outline. You can save it as whatever. This is telling you the size that it's going to be. We're going to save it as an SVG. We're going to click Save, and then it doesn't really matter because it's saving as an SVG, but I'm going to click OK. And then if I go here, I should see it in my documents. It's right here. And once I click there, it's going to open up inside of Adobe. And here's our outline right here. So this is what you would use if you were going to open it up inside of Cricut Design Space, Leonardo, wherever you cut your fabric, and you would just be able to cut it there. Very, very simple. Just the cutting of the material. Yep, Kristen, either the material, your HTV, or yep. Thanks, Rachel. All right. So that's very simple inside of Embrilliance. And I don't think you need to have any special Embrilliance to be able to do that. I don't think so. I don't even know which Embrilliance I have. I think we're good. How y'all doing? Are y'all okay?
How y'all feeling?
Let me know. Hopefully, if you have any type of embroidery software, you'll get an idea of what you need to do if you wanted to create your own files. This is not a difficult file to create. If you were going to do something like this, I would say just go ahead and maybe do, XO, don't do the whole thing. But practice. Is this a free software? Embrilliance? No, Embrilliance is not free. You do the same thing in Chroma. Daryl, you can do the same thing in Chroma Lux. I did show in Lux a second ago how to export it, but inside of Inspire, you can't save it. You can't do your artwork. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to toggle while it's stitching. I'm gonna see if I can toggle in between Chroma, in between Inspire and Lux, to see if I can see if there's a way to do it. Stitch Artist 3 to create now. Okay, so Rachel say you need Stitch Artist 3. Rachel, see, I buy all these softwares and I don't even know what I have. Oh, thanks, Mary. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to get ready and I am going to hoop. I'm just going to keep y'all right here on the table with me. I'm using some cutaway stabilizer today. And I'm going to hoop it. I'm going to do a larger version of this. It's not going to take long. It's about 17,000 stitches. This is a magnetic hoop. It's a Mighty Hoop. Delonda uses Mighty Hoops 2. I'm using the 13 or 11 by 13 or 13 by 11. One of those. Delonda, are you using the same one?
Yes.
I'm just using the same one. Yeah, Daryl told you if you rewind it, like maybe go back maybe like 5 minutes, if that, you'll see how to do the same thing in Lux, where you can create your outline. You literally just convert it to artwork, and then you save. I didn't show saving it, so I'll go back and show that part because I didn't show like how that would look in Lux. All right, so I'm gonna cut this. And I'm putting this on a t-shirt. I'm gonna put this on a t-shirt. I'm just using a regular Bella canvas shirt because I couldn't find any black shirts. I don't know why. I think I'm just out of. I need to order some shirts.
I'm looking for some white glitter HTV, but I think my coworker took it.
Your coworker be busy.
Huh?
Coworker be very busy. And very, very.
He uses a lot of white glitter and he uses a lot of gold too.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought him his own stash of stuff.
Oh, maybe he ran out. Delon look at girl, I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear nothing, girl, nothing, none of that.
All right. My hoop is really about.
You know what? Well, yeah, I am. No, I am.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I got a lot of glitter. I don't have any the light silver, not the dark silver. I wish I had the light.
I don't have my fixture set to this shirt size, so I'm like literally eyeballing it at this point. It's gonna be gonna be just fine.
But Trace, I kind of want to do pink and red. I know that sounds crazy.
Oh, that's gonna look really good.
On
Look
brown?
at this.
Oh,
On brown. No, you got gray.
I got gray.
Pink and red may look good on the gray.
Like this?
Yeah, I think that will look good on gray. I think will look great on gray. Yeah, I think will look good. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and whip it. And then I'll come back to show there. I'll come back to do pull up chroma again. It was something else I said I was gonna try to toggle in between Inspire. All right, so I'm all hooked up again. I used cutaway stabilizer, and I do have some of this 505 temporary adhesive glue. I love this one. I like this better than the spray, y'all. And y'all know how much I like the spray. But I like this better than the spray.
The stick?
Yeah, I like it better. I do.
You think this is gonna look right?
Mm-hmm. And that's a gray. Mm-hmm. I think that's gonna look really good. I think that's gonna pop on that gray.
Only way to know is to know.
I think it's gonna look good on the gray. Barb, thank you. So Barb recommended this, and Barb, girl, I love it.
What do you need it for today? Because you're using glitter.
Yeah, I'm just using the glitter. I took it out because remember at first I was gonna use some fabric, but now I'm gonna use 2 pieces of glitter. But I don't really need it. But if you're gonna if you want to make sure it doesn't move, then you just put a little bit on it.
Yeah.
Depending on how you're gonna cut it, but yeah. Rachel said, "Hey Tarika." Rachel said, "Outline pink and inside red." I think that would be good because I think that would help. That pink, like the pink, would help the red pop off the gray, and I think that's a good order.
You know I want to use black so bad because I love red and black, and I just love it so much.
Did you see my red and black shirt I made? My New Year's shirt I made the other day. Oh, I gotta go get it.
I think I was already off by then.
Yeah, I gotta go get
it. I was spending time reading.
I know. That's fine. I gotta go get it so you can see it.
Is it for me?
And I told everybody you were gonna say that, and then Kristen told me. Kristen was like, "She's spending time with Peter right now, so she's not gonna see it. You're safe, Patrice." I love Kristen.
I love Kristen too, but she was right. So let me see it and then send it.
No, you don't want it.
Don't laugh and then say no.
You don't want it. So I'm putting our shirt on the hoop. I'm using a little weird shirt today because I don't even know where my stuff is at. All right, let me go to review design. Maybe I don't have it on here. Let me see. USB. Where's the USB is over here.
I'm nervous about these colors. Pink and red.
Pink and red looks good together. It does. I made a puzzle the other day with pink and red. Look, where is it?
But that's different. You're not wearing that.
Girl, it looks good. Watch. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna put. I'm gonna upload this to the machine. And here it's our file. We're gonna name it. So it's like pink. Oh, I don't know which one it is, y'all. I may have to wait. Okay, that's it. Save.
I don't know about this. Well, guess what? If I don't like it, I'll give it away.
I think you're gonna like it. All right, so this is it. We're gonna select. Oh, and get out of embroidery mode. Let's get out. Let's go back to the design. So I stitched the smaller one on here to test it out. So just that one. There we go. Select. And this is our design. Pretty big. All right, so then we already have our hoop here. Now we need to select our colors. So for the color, I am gonna go with, our shirt is kind of green. I'm gonna go with for that outline. And this is just gonna be a placement stitch. Let's go for like a green color too. We're gonna go for 11. And then we're going to go with, I should have got a gray shirt. This is kind of green, but it's gonna be fine. We're gonna love it, guys. All right, so then I'm gonna do for our tack down. I think we're gonna go with the gold. So I'm gonna go with 19. And for the inside, we're gonna go with a pink. Let's go with pink. And then I'm gonna do a pink again. No, I want to do 8. I'm gonna do 20. And I'm gonna go with 20 again. Tack down. And then we're gonna do 22. And then for the outer shell, we're gonna go with gold. Let's see gold again. This is gonna be. Let's go back here. Sorry guys, I can't make up my mind. We're gonna leave it there. And we're gonna go back to 19. I'm only 3 different colors really. All right, so we're gonna save. We're gonna head back to the machine because we're pretty much ready. I'm gonna go into embroidery mode. I'm gonna click yes, and then it gives us the options to trace and everything. So we're gonna trace it. Let's move back over here. And I'm gonna go get my bling shirt so Devon can see it.
And so you can send.
I think you're gonna really like it.
I think you're really gonna send it.
All right,
No,
let's trace.
I'm not laughing. Nobody is laughing.
You're a hot mess.
No, I think this is a little bit crooked.
You think it's too big?
I think it's just a little crooked, but it's gonna be all right.
Oh,
Be all right.
I'm just doing the contour trace. Did you order a machine?
Yes. Didn't I tell you to do that?
You better, but you ordered it.
Look at me.
I know. What is going on?
Because I'm the
All right.
best of the planet.
Yes. Clearly.
Now send me my shirt.
Oh, I gotta go. You gotta see. I'm gonna go get it. Okay, so the first steps, once it starts doing these other steps, this part, guys, is like the easiest part. Okay, so we're going to do the placement stitch. And if you remember, that was that very first stitch. We're not putting anything on the shirt because we want to know exactly where to put our material and we don't want to waste any material, right? So the placement stitch is literally going to stitch an outline on the shirt to show us where to put it, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to click start on our machine and hopefully everything is threaded correctly. Hopefully. Oil dripping on the shirt. All right, so that is the first stitch. You guys can see a little bit. And now it's stitching the center part. here. Now this is a pretty big XOXO. It comes in the file. It's like 5 different sizes. I like large designs. All right. So another thing is that when you're doing applique, if you have a multi-needle machine, you want to make sure you set your machine to automatic manual so that it will stop after each color change. Like once it's done with the first color, you want it to stop. If not, if you have it on automatic, it will just continually stitch, and then you will miss the opportunity to place your fabric or glitter HTV or whatever you're going to put on it. You'll miss the opportunity. Now, I was thinking of putting some minky fabric down, but I don't want to waste my minky fabric today. So we're going to go with a gold glitter HTV. And when you're putting your glitter HTV on, remember, you're going to want to remove that carrier sheet if you're using glitter HTV. If you're using regular fabric, you may want to use heat and bond on the back of it to make sure that you can press it. Because remember, the glitter HTV has adhesive on the back that will be able to press it and make sure it stays. But you're going to have to remove that glossy material. I'm going to go over here first just to make sure that it's going to look good. So I'm going to hoop out, and that's a function on the machine that will allow the hoop to come out so that I could see things a little more clearly. Okay. Now I'm going to just see how this is going to
So,
go.
Patrice, you already did your tack down stitch? I mean, your placement stitch?
Yeah, I did the placement.
I'm very nervous.
Don't be afraid. You got this. The key is making sure that your material, whatever material you're using, covers the entire design.
Not worried about that. I'm worried about these colors.
Oh, it's
called flamingo.
It's very bright. I think it's gonna look really good with that red on that gray shirt. Pick another color. Pick another color. Y'all look at her face. She gotta pick another color.
I'm gonna just try. Let me go ahead and do the placement.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I bet it's gonna be good. And you're gonna love it. I'm saving this little piece because I'm just letting y'all know you never know when you need extra little pieces of glitter like this when you're doing these types of projects. Like this one, I pulled out one that I had already used for something else. The backing was already off. So you just want to
already. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right, let's go. You got to peel this backing off. You don't want to put this on your machine with the backing on. Okay. Ever. You never want to do that. All right, so now I'm just peeling.
Wasn't that the thread was broken? It wasn't even thread.
Yeah, I'm going to use pink glitter for the inside of the letters. Hey, Penny. Where's my wing going? Good night, my wing. All right, so I'm just peeling that carrier sheet off. Do not forget this step. All right, that's it. Okay. So now we're going to head back over to the machine. I'm going to place this. So the adhesive side is going to go onto the shirt. Okay. The glitter should be looking up at you. Now, I do want to remind you, if you're ever using glitter HTV like this with your machine, be sure to clean your machine out. Delonda has her can of air that she paid for.
Good money. Real good money.
That is needed. So if you are using any other fabric, or if you didn't cut your letters out, like I didn't cut this out, you can use like your adhesive glue stick to make sure it stays down. Sometimes I'll just put it in like the corners.
What is going on?
Prairie. Uh-oh.
What is going on?
Make sure it stays down. What is it saying, Delonda?
Let me look at this. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, my needle 17 is good. Let me check.
Okay.
I gotta check my bobbin.
I just want to make sure that it covers all of that area. Okay. I don't want to see any stitches. All right, so I'm gonna put it back in. And so my machine's already preparing to go to the next color. Okay. I do want it to be flattened out as much as possible. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get ready to press start, and it's gonna tack this material down. I thought I used like a different color. So now it's doing that same exact stitch again. Remember, we just copied and pasted that. It's doing the same exact stitch right now.
Oh boy.
And so I did a 2-ply stitch for this because sometimes with some glitter, like I don't want to pull the material.
What now?
For this, I did a 2-ply run stitch for the tack down stitch. Because I thought I was going to be cutting fabric, but.
Okay.
All right, once you start doing the other stitch, I'm going to run and get the third. It's so beautiful.
We're gonna try this again.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right.
Number 17.
All right,
Give me again.
did it again?
No.
So are you from here? And I'm going to remove all of that glitter from around the edge, and I'm going to get the glitter in the center of the O, okay? So let's do that. This one I may have to cut. I think I used the glitter paper that I don't. Okay, but yeah, this one's very tough, so I am going to have to cut it. So let me go ahead and get to cutting this. If you guys can see, I'm going to move this over some more. Well, I'm just going to cut around here. I'm going to see if I can rip some of it up. I always forget which glitter. Okay.
Yeah. I'm still on the placement stitch.
Oh, you're fine. I like to do the 2-ply run stitch, especially for the tack down. For the placement stitch, the regular run stitch is fine, but this, because I'm moving the fabric too much and lifting up and stuff like that, like I just feel like that's too much. Okay, you guys can see a little bit. All right.
Okay, so after I've done that, now I need to take the backing off of this and put it down.
Yep. Right. It's coming off pretty fine, but it's just that initial rip. I do like to do this off of the machine, especially with this one, because I can kind of hold it.
With those scissors. I literally just had them.
There you go.
Tell me to deep press.
Nope. I need to turn it on. I'll turn it on when it's almost done. I'm gonna press it later. Actually. Could press it now, but all right. So I want to cut out the circle, the center part. You don't have to if you don't want to. Not. I'm gonna cut it. But you just got to make sure you don't cut your shirt when you're doing it. So I removed all the outer part. Now I'm going to just cut the center of the O and right there.
Oh, Lord.
All right. This is the part where you got to be real careful when you're doing this because you don't want to cut your actual garment underneath. You don't want to do that. It's certain.
Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lordy be.
This is where cutting with a cutter would come in handy because you would weed this out yourself with the cutter. You wouldn't have to actually risk cutting your fabric, your shirt. So there are definitely some advantages. It's an extra step, but it's definitely worth it.
Okay. Put that back in. Okay. Come on, number 2. Don't disappoint your girl.
I can disappoint you.
It's getting ready to disappoint me. I can feel it. I knew it. I felt it in my heart.
I think you're learning the sound of your machine. That's what happens. You hear it like you know when something's about to happen.
And that literally has no reason to not. The needle's in the right direction. I think it's just a little bit too. Let's see. Oh, we got. Oh, you trying to be curled up? Okay, we not being curled up. We're not in our curled up era.
The thread.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Come on, cooperation. It was a little too tight.
Oh.
A little too tight.
It's gonna stick.
Oh, Peter put some hot dogs on the grill and one of them fell. Milo ate that thing so fast.
I was like, yes.
Boy, you like, did you give him a hot dog? Peter like, no, I did not give him a hot dog. It fell on the floor. Girl, you'd have thought he hit the lottery.
I would say, okay.
This is not a drill. This is my moment right here.
I'm not mad with him. I am not mad. He's like, this is my opportunity. I'm gonna
right here, right here and now.
Right place, right time. Everything happened. Just
he does not get table food. We never, only time is if something falls. That's the only time. Milo was like, I'm on it. You don't even need a vacuum cleaner, baby.
I got you. We'll say yes.
I bet it burned his mouth too because it was hot. He was bringing them in the house, and it fell off the tray.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but he said he was gonna go for it. He didn't care.
He didn't let that stop him.
Mm-mm. You said, well, I got this opportunity. I'm gonna take it. Let me eat it before they could take it from me.
Mm-hmm. I was already eating, child, because I don't eat hot dogs.
Well, yeah, chicken.
No, I had a burger and some baked beans. He did a whole little grill thing yesterday.
Nice. There you go.
All
I
right.
ended up the insides out because my HC is not stiff.
Try this again.
Anyway,
Okay, Pink, you better come through, Pink. Come on, Pink. Go, Pink. Go, Pink. Go.
do you think you like the color on that shirt?
Well, I'm talking about the pink thread, child. We're not on the...
No, but do you think you like that thread color? Because you could change. You still have time to change it.
No, the pink thread is matching the pink glitter.
Okay.
And
All
it's
right.
really gay.
Good.
Go, Pink. Go, Pink. Go, Pink. Go, Pink. Go, 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 go.
Oh, I thought I cut this shirt for a second. I didn't.
Go, Pink. Go, Pink. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Somebody's liking their pink thread. That's a good thing.
Now, I don't know how it's going to look when it all comes together, but as of this moment, it's looking really good.
It's gonna look wonderful. All right, y'all. So we have the first part down. Now I'm gonna get ready to go and put it back on the machine, and we're going to we're going to stitch out the next placement stitch. Now, honestly, this next placement stitch, you probably don't really need the placement stitch for, but I still like to have the placement stitch there. So this is gonna create another placement stitch on the inside so that I'll know where to put the pink glitter or whatever other fabric I'm using. On and off the machine, make sure you always just want to make sure that you have a clear path underneath, that nothing's going to get stitched together, because stitching things together is a thing, at least for me.
Okay, so now Patrice, this is what I have so far.
Looking good.
Okay, so I need to cut this.
Yeah, you just need to weed it out.
Do I take this whole thing off?
Yeah. You see my screen? The where Brody is, Broski. You see, yeah. I took, yep. You're just gonna weed that off. Now the only thing is that I should have did a knockout behind the letters, but it's gonna be fine because I was thinking of using fabric. It's gonna be fine. It'll be just fine. So next time, if you're using multiple HTVs like this, then knock out the center. But if you're using fabric, it doesn't matter. Oh, what we could do, we can still take it out. I'm going to show you in a minute.
Take what out?
How much that center part. Or the...
Oh, no.
No, because you don't want to layer glitter HTV on top of glitter HTV.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. It's going to be perfect. You're going to love it. Watch.
Am I going to love it? Am I?
Yeah. You are. All right, so this one's done. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to bring it over here. I used a pink thread. Can you guys see like how the inside is now? You see that outline there? So what I'm going to do now, Delonda, is I'm going to take that out. So the center part.
Yeah.
Take that out. If I were using fabric, I wouldn't care, but because I'm using glitter on top of glitter, I don't want to have it layering. On there like that. But my little one, I didn't do it because I use fabric. You sit down and do this, guys. And you guys will see what I'm talking about in a second.
How did you get the middle part of the O out?
So I have these very tiny scissors, and I just stuck it, and then once I created that opening, I was able to just weed it out. I'm doing the same thing, kind of similar for this part too. But
Bum, 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 bum.
if you don't want to use like another glitter, like you don't have to, but this is how you would do like if you're doing double applique. I could totally like skip the pink and just have it like this and just stitch the satin stitches around, but I want it. I want extra glitter. And I'll show you guys in a second what I'm doing. Now, I would recommend cutting this out with your vinyl cutter, only because you could save some of your glitter. Like, you don't have to waste it. I feel like I'm wasting this.
Surprised them saying come through the screen.
Like, you're gonna put that aside. Don't throw that in the garbage. And do not play about being wasteful. Hey, girl, you can use that. And honestly, in some other like applique projects, I probably could use some of these little scraps. So I'll keep some of it.
The thing I'm scared of is that I'm cutting the fabric because you can't see.
Yeah, you can't see behind the glitter. That's why like cutting it with a cutter is probably like more ideal. Especially when you have like inner parts like this. It's that way. So this is what I meant, y'all. So you see how I removed the inside? This is, so the pink is going to go right here.
That's going to be really good.
Oh,
I'll be really nervous.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. So we're only weeding out the inside of the letters, no other part, because we still want that gold glitter outline to be seen. We still want that. Dims is here. Dims is laughing because she knows it's true. She knows it's true.
Oh,
oil on her shirt, huh?
I'm trying. I wish there was a way to not use so much oil, but it's like you can't. By the time you realize it's too much, it's too late.
Yeah, that one drop goes. Even if you do one drop, another drop is going to escape out. When you try to do one drop, and then it's just that one drop is a lot because it has really nowhere to go except onto the parts of the machine, especially when you're putting it in the presser foot area, the bobbin case.
I keep butcher paper under mine when I'm oiling it
because it's gonna drip.
Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully, y'all.
I use butcher paper for everything. I use it for paint when I'm painting.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just clean it up.
It's easier to use it.
This is not clean, but it's gonna have to do.
Watch, it's gonna look really good when I think that pink looks good on that shirt.
Yeah, but it don't have red on it yet. That's the part I'm worried about. I'm not the pink and gray is great, but pink, gray, and red. I don't know.
That red is gonna set it off. That red is going to set it off. It's gonna set it off. I can't wait to see it. This one looks so good. Who are you making this shirt for? Are you gonna give it to Morgan because it's pink?
It depends on how good it turns out.
But it has red on it. Maybe you should do like a 2 shirt.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute.
Cute. All right, I still got to do the O's. If you're using fabric, you don't have to use all of this. Like, I didn't do all of that. Like, this was just fine because I actually didn't put any heat and bond behind this fabric. It looks really cute. See it up close?
You're using fabric?
No. That on the one that I did earlier, the tester, I did, but not on this. I'm just doing both glitter. But for all this cutting, I might as well have put me some fabric on here that I gotta cut out. My glitter HCD, this one, I think I ran out of my other gold that weaves beautifully. Like you could just rip it and it comes out, but this one. And when you're doing it, you have to be careful that you don't lose registration. I'm holding everything down. Like I'm not like holding anything. If you lose registration, then it won't stitch out exactly where it's supposed to stitch. Very careful with that. That's totally a thing.
Okay, so now I gotta take this off and take these inside parts out, right?
Yeah. Yep. Because you just did that second one. You just did the second placement, right?
This right here? Yeah.
Yep. If you don't want to do like the double applique, you could just keep stitching at that point and just have different colors, color thread. But it's for us to do double applique today.
We're not double applique era.
Mm-hmm. We're doing applique.
You understand me?
Mm-hmm. All right. My glitter. Does your HCV weed good? This one does not.
It's doing okay. Not really. I'm surprised because it's Caesar.
Yeah.
It's doing okay.
I don't know, like great. But it's getting done.
I mean, it's doing better than I would do if I had to cut it. I'll tell you that.
We don't want you to cut. Listen, we don't want you to have to cut anything.
We sure don't. we as me as we.
Not today. Even though you have 1,000 pairs of scissors.
Correct.
I don't know. How does somebody who doesn't like to cut have so many?
Because you buy a lot to try to find the perfect ones
that you're gonna like.
Yeah.
And then you like, ain't no perfect scissors. I hate this. It's
correct.
Not working.
Well, I do like that one pair of those ginger, whatever. I like those.
Mm-hmm.
And Meredith recommended these things called snips. Those are very, very good. I actually tried to find some in the like makeup department because I feel like that's where they would be. Like if you wanted to get them locally, I got them from Amazon though. They're really, 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 really good.
Little snippets, like how that comes with the machine.
No, they look like this.
You know which ones I'm talking about. A little.
Let me see. Oh no, not like that. I know what you're talking about. No.
Use digitized to remove materials. Use closer together stitches for your tack down and incorporate the easy removal. I thought I did, Chris, but I didn't intend on removing the inside.
This is what I should have been using right now anyway. I'm glad I said that.
I didn't intend on this.
They have a little curve.
And it has a nice little sharp edge.
Oh my gosh.
Very
this is
nice.
what I should have been using. Meredith recommended these.
Very nice. That does look like something like you'll pluck some eyebrows out. That does.
Husband? Hey.
Yeah, I didn't intend on doing this, guys.
Oh, yeah, it does. Okay.
My mind.
Peter just got here. He sounds so tired. We did stay up late last night.
You did.
It was fun though.
Exactly, but at least you had a good time.
We had a great time. We had a great time.
That is all that matters. That you had a good time. All right.
You tired, babe? You tired? Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think I'm ready, y'all. I think I'm ready. I was just about to switch to putting some fabric on the inside because I think it'll look good with some fabric, but now we're going to get ready to head back over to the machine. Got them all out, all the parts. All right. Now I got to get a piece of the glitter, the pink glitter. I should have just had this already hooped out. That would have made more sense, but let me hoop it out. So we're gonna put pink on top. I could have did that while I was over here. Why y'all didn't remind me to do that?
I hooped mine out to take it off so I won't lose registration because I'm notorious for that.
All right, so I'm just gonna put this here just to see. I should have did that while we were over there, but I don't understand. All right.
Okay.
What is it?
We're doing double applique. You want to say hi to people?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Patrice.
Making a Valentine's.
Look like tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe.
Thank you, babe, for your opinion. We sure did need it.
I mean, you know, it's X's and O's.
It's hugs and kisses.
He said, no, those are X's and O's.
He gonna give you an opinion now.
He said, those are Valentine's Day. Not for X's and O's. That's for Valentine's Day. You talking about a football play? Which one?
So Patrice, right here, This part doesn't come out.
Nope.
That look
Only
okay?
Yep, that looks real good. It's gonna be great.
So now I need to put this back in and put the red on top.
Yep. So I'm about to put, that's what I'm about to do now. I'm about to put the pink on top. So I'm about to put my pink right on top, just like this. I cut too much out, but that's fine. And I'm gonna put a little bit of my glue on there because what did I do with the glue? Because I don't want it to slip. Oh, there it is. I don't want it to slip. Once it starts stitching, sometimes it kind of like shifts a little bit. So I don't want that. So I'm just gonna put this glue that Barb recommended. And I highly recommend it too. Definitely better than the spray. And I'm just putting it on the outer edge.
Oh, I love red so much. It's like an obsession.
Okay, and I'm gonna stand here while it goes. I can't wait to look at the shirt so you can see it. All right, let's do a second. All right. If you want to tape yours down, you can use painter's tape to tape it if you want. I'm not doing it.
I didn't even tape the first time. I just put it on and it stayed in place. So hopefully it'll stay in place.
Pink on top of pink. And then I'm gonna leave the while it stitches out the next part. So that way it'll just make peeling it off easier because I couldn't say that if you have it shorter, it'll help to perforate it. So the satin stitch is gonna have to do that for me now. That's easier. Make sure Davenport scales on fiddle on the fingers. Oh, see, most of the she uses those snips too.
These are good. They're very good.
Larger pair that she got from Aquarium Supplies on Amazon. Thank you for sharing that, C Mills. All right, so I'm just gonna leave this on just like this for now, and we're gonna go ahead and start the satin stitch around the edge. We'll peel it off after, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna just get ready and we'll start again. And it's gonna start the satin stitch. Oh, this is actually a full stitch. I'm gonna have to cut it. I should have cut it. I forgot. Don't do when you do your next one. Read yours off, Delonta.
Okay.
I think this one was a tackle to a fish. I'm gonna go get my other. I'm not worried about it now. I'm gonna go get the stuff.
Ooh, it's a lot of waste.
That's tackle trope. I gotta show you my shirt. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Patrice is not looking good.
Oh, what happened?
The vinyl is just not peeling good. You know, I don't know. It's not weeding well.
You wanna take it off?
No, I'm not gonna take it off.
I want to go fast. It's gonna be fine. But that other part is not. So while that's going, I'm gonna show you guys really quick.
I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Inventory creation. If Daryl is still here, I'm gonna show how to do. All right. So Daryl, hopefully you're still here. So if you wanted to take this out as an SVG, you would, let's say we're gonna click onto, let's click onto the back part, the outline, so that's larger. Actually, I'm gonna click onto the run. So this is the run stitch that we have selected. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I usually like to duplicate it and put it on the side. And then these are still stitches. Since you have luck, all you have to do is click onto, we're gonna click onto all of that. Click onto all of this. And we're gonna right click. You're gonna go to convert to, and then convert to artwork. When you convert it to artwork, it changes it to an outline. Once you have that done, all you're gonna do is head back up to file and then click export artwork. And we're gonna call it XOXO double applique. Let's put Ricoma in front so we'll know that that's what we just did. Ricoma. Ricoma. The R. All right, and so the file type is saving as an SVG. You can save it as an AI file. I've never used any of these. POT for Plotter, DXF, or FCM. So we're doing SVG. Then I'm going to click Save. And then if I head back over to my Finder, here's the file right here that we just made. If I click onto it, it'll open in Adobe Illustrator only because that's my default application. So open SVGs, and now that's the file. We can open it up into Cricut. I haven't been in Cricut. Probably gonna try to do an update for you. But that's how you would export something out of Ricoma. You would make it into an SVG if you have luck. Oh my goodness. Let me stop sharing for a second, y'all. This is drama. No machines to set up. It's forcing me to go into the web. All right, let me start by sharing. I'll share it again. So I'll open up both of them. I'll open up the file that we saved in Brilliance and the file we saved in Ricoma. Watching what I did inside of Cricut Design Space. So I guess it opens up now. It opens up like whatever you worked on last. Right, so that is from Robin's Creation. Right, so browse. This is the one that we just saved. So I turned the stitch file into an SVG. I don't see it. It's probably because it's not in the line. We don't see it right there, but we'll see it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I got too much stuff open. Oh, it didn't come in at the right size. So we need to send that over to Chroma and see what size it is. So this is 10.22 by 9.08. Of course, in Cricut, it wouldn't come in at the right size. So let's type here, type in 10.22. The proportions button or lock key is locked. Tab over, and this is what we have. Automatically changed it to the right size once I put in the width. So now I can cut this out with my Cricut. So that's what we have. Let's look at the one from inside of Boom. I don't know what size that's going to be. Browse. This is the one that we saved in Brilliance. Continue. Upload. And this one actually came in, looks like at the right size. That's how you would be. Hopefully Daryl's still here. I almost forgot.
think I'm gonna go over the tackle twill layer twice.
Again, you want to do it later or now?
Now,
Yeah, because the satin stitch.
it's a little thin because I changed first I had it on pink, but I changed it to black. The tackle twill stitch. So I'm gonna go over it twice so it can be a little darker, so it can be dark like that satin stitch.
Yeah, I think that black would look nice. But this is the problem. See how with this tackle tool, I'm gonna have to cut that. That's why I should have cut. I should have cut it at that time. But it's gonna be fine. We're gonna remove it. So the satin stitch created that cut for us. And it was seamless. But the tackle tool, no. So I gotta cut this part. And the tackle tool doesn't have as many like points as the satin.
That satin stitch is looking real good.
The satin stitch looks real good. It does. Uh-oh. Where's my little scissors? Oh, there you go. All right. So I'm just cutting this top part because I don't want to pull it because I don't want to lift those stitches up. So I'm just gonna have to manually do this.
I'm gonna come over to my machine.
Okay. Not too bad, but I would definitely recommend just cut your material. If you're using fabric, you're gonna cut it anyway, or if you're using if you cut it with your cutter, it'll be fine too. I'm gonna have to turn my
I have it on 840.
Okay, you gotta be over there being fast. Going fast.
The fast D.
Fast D, I see you over there. Going fast. All right. So you have to remove your material, vinyl material, whatever one you have. Well, I would only do this with the glitter HTV like this. I wouldn't necessarily do this with fabric. Like with the fabric, I would have already removed this. Oh, that's looking so good, Delonda.
You shall see.
Girl, that's looking really good. That black outline is making it pop. It is making it pop. This part. I might just leave that.
Is anybody else doing this with us?
I gotta show you my shirt. Well, I'll show you when we're done.
Oh, your shirt?
Yep. Oh, when we're done.
You gonna send it to me?
Send you what, a picture?
No.
The shirt?
Yeah. What would Jesus do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what
He would send it to me.
I don't know what he would do.
He would send it to me.
People might like the shirt. He might like it.
He'd be like, I want you to have it, my sister.
Not my sister. All right, so we in business. It really wasn't that bad with this tackle tool, but I do think like I would have preferred if I would have cut it because then you would have saw the pink on the green. Now you just the pink or like stitching on the green. Now you don't not on the green, on the gold.
One thing my coworker gonna do is he gonna get his sleep and he gonna eat. He gonna make sure both of those things happen. You know?
Then he gonna get his lunch. He gonna get his lunch break. And his break.
As soon as he wake up, he gonna eat 2 or 3 times. And then, he hasn't really been working much though, because the last thing he did was those 2 Texas sweatshirt things. That was the last thing he did.
Everybody need a little break sometimes.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a break.
Okay, so I'm gonna float back, Patrice.
To the tackle tool?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm over here cutting out because I didn't cut before.
Oh yeah, that's looking good.
Already. This is what I meant.
With that extra layer.
Almost. This is what I have so far. But I need to cut out. There's a piece in the center in the middle between the X and the O that I don't need.
Let me see. That looks good.
We did on Patrice, but I should have cut that out. I should have did that before stitching.
Oh.
The tackle tool, you can't rip from the tackle tool like you can from a satin stitch.
Why?
Because the satin stitch has more like perforations, so it like jabs the material more than the tackle tool. So when you pull it, like the tackle tool isn't as like tightly wounded as the satin stitch, so it doesn't peel. Kind of tough, but it's okay. Okay, we got it done.
Oh, stop. Float.
Regular.
Oh.
Right. I'm in business, y'all. I'm in business.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. Let's cut that. $17. And then I'm gonna do the satin stitch in black too. I can't see the chat in case anybody's asking me anything.
I can't. My nose is in glitter HCD at this point. If you do glitter HCD, you could, if you're doing satin, like a satin border or whatever, you can absolutely 100% like wait to weed. Weed so much cleaner and easier when you do your satin stitch. All right, so I'm done weeding, and this is what this one looks like. See the satin stitch, and then you see the tackle twill. It's a very, very thin. It's a lot thinner than the satin stitch. That's why I had to cut this out. This weeded perfect, but this I had to cut that out. So that's what we have so far. We're gonna get ready to stitch it. We're gonna be pink and gold. This goes a little bit lighter than. All right, y'all. Does anybody have any questions about anything? While this stitches out, it's gonna take about 13 minutes to go. good. Rachel, I thought I was the only one who felt like that. When I'm in here with the machines, like I did, like, yeah.
I can see the chat.
You can see it?
Someone, Addie was asking about Miles' page.
Huh?
Addie G was asking about Miles.
Oh, she found Mal's page.
Hey, Diane. Hey, Mary D. Thank you, Gonzelle. Thank you, Shaka Terrell. Okay, I hear. Look, you know, I know that's. I guarantee you that's bobbin. Yeah. Oh no, it's not.
It wasn't?
Mm-mm. But it is low. I might as well just cut it right now. Go ahead and replace it. It's very low.
Diane said very pretty. It's super pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is enough to finish. I think this really is enough to finish. Finish strong, machine, because Mama got things to do.
Yep.
Literally, and I was wrong on my time, Patrice, so I gotta hurry up.
Yes. Now it's pretty easy. Like once you get the general idea.
Is Kristen here?
She was here earlier. I saw her, I think. Anna's asking if Miles has a website.
He doesn't. He's just on Instagram.
I do.
He doesn't have enough, you know, material really to have a website. Because everything he does is custom, you know, it's what somebody is requesting specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. You know those cakes that they make and they outline it in like black, like the cake, but it makes it look like cartoonish. That's
What?
the vibe I'm. You know, like when they're making those cakes and they're adding like the black outline to it. I watch all types of stuff, but it makes it look like cartoonish.
Uh-huh.
That's what yours looks like. I think it looks super cool.
Thank you.
How they do the colors like that when they're doing the cake, but it like gives it like a 3D look to it, where it pops out even more. That black is popping it out. You girls, you came to pop out at the end of 2024.
Patrice, you know how sometimes when people talk but you don't know what they say and you just say okay? That's what I'm doing to you. I have no idea what you're saying. I'm just saying okay to everything.
I can't wait to ask you that.
Okay, I just want you to know that. Okay, I have no idea what you just said. I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, uh-huh.
And then she's all leaning in close like you can hear. Like, look at her. Like,
Yeah, yep, uh-huh.
thanks, Diane.
Patrice, did you see all those gifts Diane bought me?
No, you didn't show it.
Why didn't you watch the video? What kind of moderator friend are you?
When did you do that?
That's a shame. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself at this moment in your life.
When did you do this video? It was during a live?
No.
What video?
You should be ashamed of yourself. I ain't even gonna say nothing.
I might have seen it. It does sound familiar.
No, now it sounds familiar.
It does. Now I have to look and see what video that was. But it does sound familiar to me.
I just gotta clean it up.
No.
Right here.
Yolanda, that looks so good.
It looks good, thank you. But and I have to press it because some places it's up, like it's like up. But I feel like once I press it, it'll be fine. I just need to clean it up right there and then clean this and clean in there.
It looks amazing.
Thank you. I'm going back to the table. I gotta hurry up.
So you gotta go.
Yes, ma'am.
Date night.
Yes, ma'am. We've been having a lot of date nights lately.
That's a good thing.
Got 2 this week. We're in our love era. We always in our love era.
That's wonderful. Everybody says it looks good. It looks so nice. Marilyn, it looks so nice.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Andrea said, I've been saying Andrea's name wrong.
Huh?
I've been saying Andrea's name wrong.
Oh, it's not Rondria?
It's not Rondria, it's Rondrea.
Why she ain't tell nobody?
I have to find it out on somebody else. I was saying it wrong.
Listen, if somebody spell my name wrong, I feel like I either can't respond or I have to tell them. You gonna get a no response or that's not my name. I can't.
This is what I'm eating. Cheese crackers. Protein cheese crackers because I'm a little hungry.
And I know people don't try to do it. I can't. It's like I cannot help it. I have to say something.
Well, I mean, it's your name. You want people to say your name right. I don't like when people call me Patricia. I will be like, no, it's not, or I won't respond. Like if I've told you before. But
for me, it's because my name is nowhere. I'm never gonna see my name in a gas station. I'm never gonna see my name except where I put it. Like if I don't put it somewhere, I'm not gonna see it unless somebody makes something personalized for me. So if you're talking to me, say my name right.
I agree. I agree.
And the girls, you know what the girls run into? People can't tell them apart, so they just call them twin.
Oh, do they like that? They're like, that's not my name.
They don't care. They don't really care. Because nobody, I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
What? Really?
It depends on how they have their hair. Morgan changes her hair a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She changes her hair a lot. But Madison has, dreads. So hers is always twisted. But if Morgan gets her hair twisted, then it's hard to tell. And if she put on Madison glasses, it's a wrap.
Uh-oh. Mm-mm. And what do they say when you get them confused?
Morgan be like, ooh. Ooh.
Not you getting us wrong.
Madison will say, or she'll say, bruh. Like, who is this? Who are you talking to? This, not me. That's why I just call them girl.
Mm-mm.
You girl. So whoever you are, you girl. Patrice, I'm not gonna clean it up more than this. This is gonna have to get it right here because I gotta hurry up. This is gonna be good enough, right? It's cute.
I think it's cute. I'm hoping so you can see the whole shirt. It looks good on that color too.
I'm glad I thought of it. I'm glad nobody helped me.
Rachel, thank you so much for suggesting that the
Nobody gave me any suggestions. I thought of it all by myself, and I decided all by myself without any help from any other person.
Somebody asked you about a gray shirt. I'm not gonna say who.
No.
I'm not gonna say who.
Nobody, just me. I did it all by myself.
Somebody was giving you color.
ideas all by myself. It's just so great.
Just
So
wonderful. Just wonderful.
Just all of the ideas.
Hot mess. Well, you did a great job.
I sure did. I did a great job all by myself without any help from any other person.
Rachel said, "Wow, you did a good job, Delonda."
You do good job,
Rachel. Girl.
Listen, let me tell you something. Rachel is, when I tell you she is a phenomenal moderator, baby, she be on it.
She be on it.
She be on it.
She does. All the time.
It's almost like she was trained by Demps. Demps need to do a trained moderating class. What's this Zoom about? How to be a moderator online and in real life.
Both. Okay. Both of them.
The class should not be free either. It should cost $300 per person for 30 minutes. Okay? You're going to leave there a better person.
So I'm all done. This is my shirt. It's a green, like a green army greenish.
Make yourself bigger.
Oh, and then I'll show you my other one too. Let's go
my
bigger.
Other one too?
No.
Oh no, this wasn't supposed to come out, right?
Which part? Hold on. Because I can't see you. Hold on. I'm all close to the camera. Oh no, that doesn't come out. Okay. That stays in. All right, let me remove Broski. I'm gonna show y'all my little shirt. Hey, Judy. Thank you, Rachel. So this is my shirt. It just says XOXO. It's double applique. Now, we did 2 things of glitter HTV on here. I'm gonna press this. I'm gonna press it after the live because we're gonna get off in a second, and I'll press this because you do want to make sure you press your glitter HTV onto your shirt with heat because it's still. If y'all saw how easy this peels off, you don't want it to peel off. All right, and then this is the one that I made. I put a little bit of fabric on this one. This is was the tester one that I did to test the files out. I did glitter in the back, but then I put fabric on the top.
That's so cute.
Thank you. I'm gonna make it into a patch. You could do fabric on fabric. You know, it doesn't have to be glitter, but this came out really cute.
Very cute.
Okay, let me show you the shirt that I made the other night that you missed because you were out.
Come on. Patrice. Patrice. Oh my gosh.
Isn't it cute? And you know, I use jet black for the center of the words, but everything. I use 3 different reds, Delonda. So I use the icy candy apple. I use sea crimson. And then for the bow, I just use light cyan for the bow because.
Oh. And what color is that on Year and Chances?
Year and Chances, that's just jet black on the inside.
No, the outline.
That's icy candy apple. All of that is icy candy apple. The only whole thing that all that red is icy candy apple, but the center is jet black. And then this is icy crystal AB. You
want me to text my address or email?
Girl, I know your address.
We're gonna put it in there. Wait now. Are we still even having this conversation at this point?
You're a hot mess. All right, you ready to show your shirt? Okay, let me make you bigger. Oh, that look, and that's so nice on that sweatshirt.
Really good.
I gotta go get the sweatshirt now. That's so cute.
Super, super cute. 3 fingers.
Perfect. I
love it. It's so cute. Thank you, Patrice, for this design.
love it. Thank you for using it and making it look fabulous. You just have all the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful ideas.
I sure do. I sure do. And it's hard. It is hard.
I could tell. I could tell that it's really hard, but somebody got to do it.
Somebody might as well be me.
Mm-hmm. And you did it. You
I
did that.
With dignity and grace.
Hey, Evie. I think I just saw Evie. Evie's been incognito. Evie said that looks amazing on the sweatshirt. It does. It does. Like, I got to get me a sweatshirt now.
Hey,
Gotta
son.
go.
There's my coworker.
Oh, coworker. Coworker's there. Is coworker still
You
on
wanna say
vacation? Is he being Madison today?
He just woke up. It's time to eat. Come on, son.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice, right?
Mm.
Hey, Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
That's a satin stitch and then glitter and glitter.
Mm.
Good.
How long this take to do? Oh, not long, because you just embroidered the outline for this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that package I got to look at this.
Oh,
Yep.
all right. All right. Did we accomplish our goal?
I think we did. I think we did a great job accomplishing the goal. We did such a wonderful job accomplishing the goal, y'all. We did. We gotta get off of here. We gotta go. It's time to go. We did so good today, Delonda. Yours looks. I love your color choices. Thank you for coming up with those color choices.
All by myself.
All by yourself. Yeah. No. Next week, y'all, we will be over on Delonda's channel. Don't forget, if you are not subscribed or if you don't have your notifications turned on, make sure you head over to Crafting with Delonda, turn on your notifications, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, but I can't imagine that y'all hearing y'all not subscribed. Like, that just would not.
Yes, because I'm trying to reach a goal before
Yes.
January 1st. I might reach it. I might. I'm close. Very close. Super
Well,
close.
We're
Like
gonna that you're gonna reach it before the first.
Peter said, don't tell people your goal. They try to block you from accomplishing your goal. Well, wait a minute now. I'm on. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. But we'll see.
Is that
We'll
you
see.
just you're gonna get it. You're
We'll
gonna
see.
be there.
Next
All right.
week, can we do this again with fabric?
Sure. We'll do this
Let's
again
do
with
that.
that.
Let's do that.
Okay. That sounds good. Sounds great to me. Are we gonna do a different design or do we
No,
want to do
the same one.
okay. Sounds perfect.
I think it's
So
great.
if you guys want to see us do fabric, will we cut it out with the cutter? Do you want to do
Yes,
one-
with the cutter. Fabric with the cutter.
so do you want to tackle one cut it out with the Cricut and the other show Romeo? However, what you want to do?
Sure,
could
that
kind of-
sounds great. That's great.
All right. Well, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Don't forget, next week we'll be over at Delonda's. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Head over to Evie tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm pretty sure she's going to be doing something amazing. I don't know if she's going to wear her purple wig or her purple extensions. We don't know, but it's
We
going
don't
to be.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be-
great.
Yes. I love y'all. Later.
Bye.